Just in case something happens to me, I wanted to teach my son Jacob about creation and about the story of creation. Here in the United States, there's a doctrine regarding Christianity and regarding Jewish or Judaism, and it's a okay doctrine, except for the Old Testament of the Bible divulges too many murders, and it divulges too many insensual acts to conceal the story of creation, pertaining to the idea of salvation actually being connected to kind of like white and African people exclusively, instead of pertaining to all of creation. So the story of creation is that humans came from wood and shrimp. The orbit of Saturn has gases that likely have all of human genetics within it. So all of human genetics are likely from space, from little shrimps in space. And so that includes animals and creatures. So creatures like rats and cats actually come from Mars. Blonde people, who are known as Jewish people, actually come from Jupiter. And some people came from rivers, some people came from wood, from trees, some people came from other animals. So in the story of creation, mankind actually created what's called continents, specifically the British or the United Kingdom, specifically Italy and Rome. What the British did with Italy and with the Greek and Roman Empire is they literally severed the continents and slid the continents. So for example, South Africa, or Africa, was connected to South America. So South America and Africa were connected. And if you go onto your MapQuest on the internet, you'll see the actual tread of where South America and Africa were created, and they actually literally used wheels and pulls. They actually pulled Africa away from South America and created the continent of Africa. And it didn't come from a natural earthquake. It actually came from mankind having the technology to divide continents and then to separate continents. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm a homeless transient, is because of the United Kingdom and Italy being that arrogant. The United Kingdom and Italy are so arrogant about dividing the world and dividing Pangea, that I'm literally out here just waiting for Italians and United Kingdom to like harvest me, regarding knowing that they created the continents and they separated land. And it's just too obvious when you look at MapQuest and you see all of the lines, the straight lines in the ocean. All you have to do is look at the ocean between South America and Africa, and you see the lines where they actually drug, and they probably use wheels to drag Africa out there and separate it from South America. So the UK and Italy is extra arrogant regarding that. And so we come from shrimp from space, and it's really funny. The story of creation is really funny because literally, like, God actually like thrusted animals from other planets like Mars and Saturn, Venus. God actually sent particles from Venus and Mercury and stuff. And so the only clues that we get are like manufacturers will name their vehicles the Saturn vehicle, or video game manufacturers will name their video games the Saturn video game console. And those are the only clues that we get about life on other planets. But specifically, the whole attitude of whites only comes from Jupiter being a huge planet just for white people, just for blonde people. So blonde people actually have their own planet Jupiter, which the Creator made just for them, because of blonde people and white people just only wanting themselves and not really wanting other creatures around them. So the Creator did actually make Jupiter a huge planet, and the Creator actually made Saturn for Japanese people and stuff like that too. And so things like fish are actually from Saturn. Fish are from the planet Saturn, including ahi and stuff like that. Turtles come from Pluto, so turtles are actually plutonium, and they come from Pluto. And it's really funny how turtles are here, and just all these creatures that we see here on planet Earth actually come from all different parts of space, from all different parts of the solar system. and the Creator actually merged all of these creatures together and created all of these new beings here on Earth. So that's the story of creation, is that the story of creation actually pertains to the Creator taking particles from other planets, and actually it's really funny the way that the Creator actually kind of threw in animals, and animals kind of just crash landed here. Little shrimps landed in the ocean and started creating men, and the wood, the Creator started making men from wood, from trees. Men came from trees and wood. The Creator made frogs from wood. So and all of those genetics are in our gene code, so no matter what anybody argues, all of those genetics have been studied up to date, and those are all in our gene code and stuff like that. And right now, while I'm recording this message, you can see a little smart burr that just developed. That's from Santa Cruz County. Santa Cruz County vandalizes my face pretty often, and it pertains to eugenocide. So regarding eugenocide, psychiatry just basically depends on Christianity, and the Bible talks about Jesus Christ. And when Jesus Christ came to the world, alleging the Bible, Jesus Christ came with the sword. Jesus Christ did not come for world peace. Jesus Christ did not come here for world peace. Pretty much what happened is that the Creator had shown the Creator has shown its anger through a man. And so whenever the Creator gets angry, the Creator possesses men, and men become like Jesus. And it specifically pertains to world warfare. So whenever there's world warfare is the only time that Jesus Christ comes out with the sword, and it's the only time that the Creator actually uses man and changes man into a sort of beast. And so Jesus Christ, and the story of Jesus Christ, might have actually pertained to a man who had actually become a beast, pertaining to the anger of the Creator regarding things that I had divulged, including the continents being separated by man, and then man actually segregating species together, or excuse me, apart, segregating species apart. So right now I'm in combat versus all these Hispanic gangs from the Staples Center, and they're all based off Catholicism, and they're all trying to overpower me. So I don't even, if I go to try to get a job right now, Hispanic people are going to show up regarding Catholicism, and they're going to try to overpower my jobs and stuff like that, because everything I'm saying is pretty true. So I just want to let you know that, Jacob, and anybody who listens, regarding my life story, because I'm always in combat with psychological operations regarding the United States presidency, and the United States presidency and the First Family just don't stop attacking me in Los Angeles County. And so I just want to let you know, Jacob, that I love you. And that's the story of creation, and that's the truth. And we didn't come from two people. We came from trees, we came from rivers, we came from space particles from the rings of Saturn, we came from space particles from Jupiter, we came from space particles from Pluto. And the Creator was really funny and really humorous about how animals from Pluto and stuff landed. So we actually come from all different sources of energy, but it's all related to the Creator having a sense of humor, and the Creator especially being artistic and stuff like that. So just a heads up, because Catholic and Christian people will combat, and then when somebody accepts Christianity, they're accepting the Creator's salvation. But then there's a lot of confusion along the way, because we're all products of our environment. And in the environment that I was raised, I wasn't raised as a product that would survive such confusions. So my son Jacob might actually be a product of his environment, and in his environment, my son Jacob's environment, he's only being raised pertaining to his future, involving confusion and deception. So I don't want to misguide anybody, including my son Jacob.